Hello everyone, I am Sania. Today we are going to see about heat transfer and mode of heat transfer. Let's see. First of all, we see what is heat transfer. Heat transfer is a movement of heat from one place to another place. Heat always moves from hot area to cold area. This happens because of second law of thermodynamics. Heat transfer is important for second heat transfer is important for many everyday things. Example including cooking, heating our homes, and even the weather. Heat moves in different ways depending on the material. Some materials are good at letting heat pass, like metals. Other material like wood slow down heat transfer. It can move through solid, liquid, gases, or even empty space. Understanding heat transfer helps in designing building, machines, and more. There are three types of heat transfers, that is conduction, convection, radiation. Conduction is heat moves through solid by direct contact. Convection is heat moves in liquid and gases by movement. Radiation heat moves through empty space as waves. Each method works differently depending on the material. Some situations use a mix of all three, like in our homes. We use conduction in cooking when we use metal pots and pans. Convection happens when boiling water adds hot water rise and cold sinks. Radiation comes from a sun or campfire. Understanding this helps us control temperatures better. Now, what is conduction? Earlier we see conduction is a heat transfer through solid material. Conduction happens when heat moves through a solid. It's required direct contact between hot and cold part. For example, heat moves from a stove to a metal pot. This image is describing this. The heat moves from the hot part, the cooler part the heat moves from the hot part to cooler part. Metals are good conductor because they pass heat quickly. Wood or plastic are poor conductor and slow down heat transfer. Conduction is why metal objects feel hotter than wooden ones. We use conduction every day, especially in cooking and heating. A good example is ironing clothes. The heat spread through the fabric. To stay warm, we use insulator that block conduction like blankets. Now we are going to see what is convection. Convection is when heat moves through liquid or gases. Hot air or water rises because it is lighter. Cool air or water sinks because it is heavier. This creates a cycle of rising and falling movement. A good example is boiling water on the stove. Convection also happens in the air like in weather pattern. In our homes, heater use convection to warm rooms. The hot air rises from the heater and cooler air falls to be warm again. Convection oven cook food evenly by moving hot air around. This process is important for the movement of heat in many situations. Now we are see about radiation. What is radiation? Radiation is heat transfer that doesn't need anything to travel through. Means it heat transfer through empty space. It moves as waves like light from one place to another place. The sun heats reach earth through radiation even though space is a vacuum. We can feel radiation heat from the sun or a campfire. It travels through the air and heats of whatever observe it. Darker observe darker object absorbs more radiation and get hotter. Then lighter object reflect more Radiation and stay cooler. Radiation is used in devices like microwave to cook food. It also why we feel warm standing near a fire even if we are not touching it. Radiation is very important in nature and technology. I am providing here one image which are describing three process in one image, that is radiation, conduction and convection. Thank you for watching, subscribe and like.